everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will get the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback adapting. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it, because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 50.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Badgers have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give on the option. Got the first down. Looking for more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Got it behind the line. It's Spears. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Spears. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got the tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll move the wide receiver. Slams it ahead. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
So Indiana's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Fuller. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Hauled ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking to throw, it's Fuller. Puts it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Fuller. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, create.
Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for 1st downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Flowers. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. And the Badgers will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, going to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Quick completion on the out route. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Fuller. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Wisconsin. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. You got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Going right to work up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds us back in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, There are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Badger!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. Back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So
turning it on. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Hoosiers want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They'll go back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. Find some fresh air. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The Badgers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Blasted as he lets it go. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Smalls. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He'll keep it himself. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Gives it on the option. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Dropping back, it's Fuller. Bringing the heat. Got his man. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it down the left. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. And the Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Complete to the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Snagged out of the air. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game.
There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Quick handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. And they're not on the same page there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Long drive continues as he... keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. To the air, it's Fuller. Pressure coming. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Ready up.
The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Badgers are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He goes. After the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
To the air, it's Fuller. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time.
Going deep. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he at the 7. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up 3rd and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's 3rd and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got him in 3rd and long, still in a good situation here.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The Badgers want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's John. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. With the clock running, this should be the final play. He lets it fly. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. Playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together.